Okay, Adam, I have something an axe to pick with you. I want my cut of the money from AEW, WWE, TNA, Impact, NWA, Zop Gaming, NUA, SWA, all the ones that you're getting paid off to support. I want my cut. My napkin contract says right here, I get 30% of all of those cuts.
All right, Tim, first of all, there is no money coming from any of these revenue sources.
Says the person who's tucking and trying to hide a new gold chain.
Second of all, that's not actually a contract. Before you jump on me, you jump on my back about that, super easy, barely an inconvenience over here. That's not a real contract because I never signed it.
Yeah, you did. Your signature's right here. You have my signature.
No, I see that.
And there's X that's legally binding if you can't read or write.
You can't just put an X down and say that it's my signature. I have a real signature, Tim.
But you can't read or write.
Yes, I can.
Prove it. Anyway, if you don't pay me my money, I'm going to sue you in Zop Gaming Court. I'll file today in the Zop Gaming Supreme Court.
All right, Tim. You can't just file right away. Oh my God. Let me just take a moment here. You can't just file a lawsuit with the Zop Gaming Supreme Court. You have to go through the Zop Gaming appellate system first. The lower courts, those lower Zop Gaming courts, that you have to fight through them for a while before you can go to the Zop Gaming Supreme Court. I mean, two, you will never win in there. It'll die out in the first one because look at the evidence. Just look at the evidence, man.
Exactly. My contract is the evidence. It's guaranteed I'm going to win it.
I mean, also, I have to let you know, I'm the judge. So you're never going to win. It's not going to happen.
Not according to the Zop Gaming rules, where it says in Zop Gaming Court that if you're being sued in Zop Gaming Court, you can't be the judge.
All right, Tim, subsection 2A, go ahead and read that to me.
If Adam is in the lawsuit, he cannot be the judge. He gets to pick the judge. Exactly. You're not the judge.
Yeah, I get to pick the judge, and I choose myself.
No, it says here you're not the judge. You can't be the judge. You pick the judge.
Tim, it's not even real.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You know what time it is. It's the greatest time ever. This is As the Buckle Turns, episode 200. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Adam.
I'm Tim. So this is episode 200?
Episode 200.
You know what that means, Adam? 200 jokes.
Tim, there are no jokes about the number 200.
I know. I'm not an idiot. No, I literally have 200 jokes to go through.
You do have 200 jokes.
So, joke number one.
Dude, no, not right now. Not right now. Let's save it for the end of the episode. That way all of our awesome fans have something to look forward to.
You had a point there. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. We got bunch of news to go over, and we got predictions for Survivor Series to go over this week. Right away.
Yay, Survivor Series.
Right away, we have some congratulations to go out.
Whoa. When did this become a positive podcast?
It's episode 200. Things are getting weird.
Sure, why not?
We're filming in Toronto.
My napkin contract says never positive podcast.
It's not a real contract.
Only negative ones.
It's not a real contract.
If I can't rant, then there's nothing to. We can't do the podcast.
I'll find something for you to rant later on about.
Okay, good.
All right, but first of all, congratulations, Alexa Bliss. She's engaged, bro.
God damn it.
She's off the market.
As you just hear the Did you just hear that?
Yeah.
That's every single guy out there going, oh.
No.
Apparently, there's a lot of people who are not happy with it online.
Oh, come on,
Like-
fanboys.
like
Be
they-
happy for her.
Like they actually had a chance with her.
Exactly.
I mean, they probably did because she seemed like a really down to earth kind of girl who doesn't really care about like some stuff.
No.
But really, do you really think?
she doesn't know who you are? There's no need to be upset. I mean, congratulations
Hey.
to Ryan Cabrera for her now fiance.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, it just kind of ruins the fantasy.
I understand that. I understand
But yes,
that.
congratulations, Alexa Bliss. Glad you found someone who you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah.
Actually, the way that he proposed was, it was in the location where they first said hi to each other.
Wow.
So like he got his opening line was apparently, 1 year ago today was the first day we said hi to each other here, and then he proposed.
Okay. I don't know about you. I could never remember that.
Apparently, it was a magical moment for him where he remembered it.
I guess so. I mean, then again, meeting Alexa Bliss. Come on.
Yeah. But yes, congratulations to her. Good for her. She was actually talking about how I think this was before she got engaged. She was talking to I can't remember her name, but she was like After Buzz or who do stuff with WWE. She actually competed a few times at WrestleMania. I can't think of her name.
Beth Phoenix?
No, it's actual. I think her name is Beth, but like she would only come in as like a guest, like a special guest. Like I can't think of her name.
Okay.
But she has her own stuff now. That she actually interviewed with Alexa, and asked her about her contract and all that. And she has 3.5 years left on her contract. And she's very clear that she does not want to have her first baby at 40. And now that she's engaged,
don't blame her.
now that she's engaged, you just know it's not going to be much longer before she's going to have that baby.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like marriage, and then
She's 28.
within a year.
She's like 28, I believe.
Yeah, I don't see her finishing this 3-year contract.
It's possible. Who knows?
Or it could be that she announces that she's pregnant like 6 months after the contract ends. She's like, so the contract ended, and I'm pregnant.
Yeah. I could see near the end of her contract, she gets pregnant.
Yeah.
Like okay, I don't want it necessarily done with wrestling, but I don't want to wait any longer to have my first child.
Right.
So we're gonna actively try. If it comes in towards dealing with the end of the contract, fine, we'll deal with it.
Exactly.
But yes, congratulations. But speaking of pregnancy, we're gonna use this as a transition right on over to the newly announced pregnancy, Renee Paquette, or however you pronounce her actual last name.
Paquette? No.
She and John Moxley are
Renee
pregnant.
Young.
Yes, Renee Young. for those
Renee Moxley.
which was dropped on Wednesday. Not in the way you may be thinking. If you actually haven't heard how it was announced, you are clearly living in a WWE bubble.
Yeah.
Because you don't fucking care.
John did it in a promo.
Yes, he announced his wife was pregnant in a promo. Then she confirmed it on Instagram.
Yeah.
It was a interesting way to reveal it.
Yeah.
Tony Khan has said the best news he's ever broken on a show.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
That's awesome.
But I kind of wish if I knew Moxley and Renee as personally,
Yeah.
I'd rather find out a different way. I'd rather have found out how Bayley found out, though.
Yes.
Because Bayley found out because Renee was texting a pregnancy update to Moxley. But it was on Bayley's tweet, text. So she's like, it didn't reveal like what how Bayley reacted.
I can see Bayley being like, congratulations?
Yeah.
And Renee being like, congratulations for what, Bayley? Oh, that was for John.
Yeah.
And Bayley being like, I could tell that was for John. It got really descriptive.
So after Renee revealed,
There was a lot of, do you remember this night?
Yeah.
John going, of course I remember that night, baby.
So Renee confirmed it after she confirmed it. I think she responded like on Twitter, or I think it was Twitter. Maybe it was on Instagram. I can't remember. But she's like, got a great way, interesting way to reveal it to people.
Yeah.
Bailey responds, "Yeah, an interesting thing, but how other people figure out." I think mine was better, which that not saying how she found out.
No.
Then Renee actually responding like, "Yes," and then she told how she accidentally tweeted her the news. So, in the fact that Bailey said like, "Oh, yep."
I'm not saying anything, but thank you.
Renee was probably like, "Oh, that was for John. Don't say anything.
Do not."
He's breaking it on Dynamite tonight publicly."
Bailey's like, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I can see Bailey being the girl that's like, no, I know how to keep my mouth shut.
Because I'm pretty sure that she and Renee actually have a good relationship.
Probably.
Friendship backstage. Because Bailey just seems like the person who's friends with everyone.
In some way.
Yeah, like maybe not like they're not like close, so they hang out all the time. But
they're just like, hey, how's it going?
They'll at catering, they'll sit down, they'll chat. Maybe once in a great while, they'll carpool.
Like I can see Bailey being like the type of woman who is just like, I'm really just friendly to people.
Yeah.
You know, I may not be your closest best friend. You know, that's Sasha for me.
Yeah.
Because literally she's my best friend. But I'm going to say hi to you. Yeah. I'll say what's going on.
You literally piss me off. Do something to hurt me.
Yeah.
But
even then I might be like, fuck you. How you doing?
But yeah, so congratulations to John and Renee on their soon-to-be child.
Yes.
So, but we're not done with the pregnancy
stuff.
We're
not done. Wait, there's more?
Yes, there's more. And it is not another announcement of pregnancy. It's just the reveal of Becky Lynch's baby bump.
Oh my God. First of all, I totally did not realize that she was that tiny. Or the height difference between her and Seth.
Because even when they were teaming together at Extreme Rules or wherever when they teamed up for, they didn't look that much. The height difference on TV didn't look different. But yeah, and then but even one thing that I noticed, like when she announced that she was pregnant after Extreme Rules, on Money in the Bank this year, this was very lean, and I just don't remember her being that lean for her build to WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
I mean, since like
oh my God, dude. We're two dudes here. Mm-hmm. All I can do is suspect morning sickness is a bitch, bro.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like that, it might not have been a technically good lean.
No, but I mean, no. But the thing is, she looked healthy though.
Oh yeah.
So if it was that bad, she wouldn't have looked healthy. It could have been part of it. Who knows?
She could have had the glow going on.
Who knows? But like the thing is, she looked really good. She was very lean. And I'm a few months later, she posted some fitness stuff, like one of her last photos for a while on Instagram, and she was just like doing a fitness thing with Seth, and she was still very like even more lean, like.
Yeah, still no baby bump.
But the photo could have been
months old.
Yeah, she was just posting it. But then you go and see her now, and she has a baby bump. Yet she still looks fucking lean.
I know.
Like she still looks very
like honey, how you doing?
Healthy, in great shape. Like
this is the oh God, how did you bounce back? Like afterwards, and you're like, I see how you bounced back because you're still working out now.
Yeah, it's basically this is the one hope that all pregnant women like. I wanna look good. I wanna have like. They don't want to show the baby bump because it usually they feel like fat or anything.
Yeah.
But no, it's like they would love to have like the baby bump in really good shape. That's what she looks like.
I know.
And Seth and her look even more adorable together.
Yes, they do. Which is weird because they have like no on-screen chemistry.
No, none.
Like you hear about this in film that like couples that have. I mean, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, no on-screen chemistry.
What was it? Wasn't that movie Geely or something like that?
Geely
or something like that. Yeah, and it's like basically it was just a whole. It was a whole reason to do a sex tape for a film and get paid for it without actually having to do a sex taping.
Yeah,
and there's no chemistry.
It's like no chemistry, none.
Now you want to know why they actually broke up. Oh,
and then you got people like Brad and Angelina. All kinds of on-screen chemistry and real-life chemistry.
Another one is like just surprising. Like on-screen chemistry. Who were but like this Jennifer Lopez and Chris Pratt.
Jennifer Lopez?
No, Jennifer Lawrence. My bad. If you haven't seen Passengers, they actually have really good on-screen chemistry.
Good.
So, she had to get drunk to do the sex scenes because she felt so guilty with having doing sex scenes with a married man at the time.
Okay.
So she doesn't remember those scenes.
All right.
Which I feel bad for her that she felt that way.
Oh.
But it feels. I mean, you can just tell how good of a person she is if she's feeling that kind of level of guilt.
Yeah. Okay. I isn't Passenger the deep space?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That a lot of people, once they saw it, wanted to cancel the film because he took her free choice away. Which, when you actually look at it from that, it's a bad choice.
Oh yeah.
And then they play off for the whole, we don't want, and they fell in love. Yeah, when you look at the story beats, it's not the best. It's still really done well movie.
Yeah.
Just not necessarily the best take on things.
Certain things that just.
They really did a good job of marketing that in a different direction.
Yeah.
But yes. It's just interesting to see this. Becky's gonna be giving birth in less than a month or so.
Yeah.
We do know Seth is taking time off. Like his loss to Mysterio a week ago.
Yeah.
He's done. He's taking time off.
Oh.
He's not. As far as I know, he's not gonna be at Survivor Series this weekend.
Cool.
He's taking time off, which is good. We all knew he was going to take time off eventually. I think everyone thought it was going to be after Survivor Series, but they hadn't been. They've been doing the Mysterio feud for decades now.
It feels like it.
Because we all know it's been like 10 years since.
2020 has sucked that much.
I graduated from my master's in February. I swear to God.
That was 6 years ago, wasn't it?
No, I know sometimes it feels like that. No, to me, it really feels like that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
And that was February.
Yeah.
It's almost been only
Dude,
coming up on a year.
I was talking about Nua. I was talking about how, when we were doing this 2 years ago, because this 1 year has felt so long.
So long. And even though January is actually not that far away,
no,
it still seems like it's
2021 feels like it's 2 years from now.
Yeah, it still feels a very long way. There's still hope. There's hope. You know why? There's hope.
There's hope
in 2021.
There's hope in 2021.
That's why it's feeling like it's still a long ways away.
Oh, because we have so hopeful.
But anyway,
okay.
Let's move on. So what's the next thing on the docket?
We got to talk about the WWE Women's Division.
Finally, I get to rant about something.
Hey, there you go.
This was a little too positive for me. 2020 is not a year to be positive about.
I mean, you only got like 17 minutes of positivity.
Too much for 2020.
I know.
In one episode. I mean, come on. John Oliver literally repeated one of his acts for a season finale by blowing up the year 2016 because it was such a shit year. He literally blew up 2020 again. But this time, it wasn't a little model. No, they built a giant thing where he walks out of in a canyon and walks like 100 yards before he blows it up.
Ooh, yeah, 2020 needs to get blowed up.
So, yeah, 2020 doesn't deserve any more positivity.
No. Okay, fuck you, 2020.
Yes, fuck you, 2020. Hashtag fuck the owl.
Yes. Just for the fuck of it.
Yes. Okay, so, Adam, the reason why I brought this up is...
Yes.
I've had an issue with a lot of people on wrestling podcasts. People saying WWE has the best women's division. They do the best thing with their women's division.
I'm sorry, what?
No, they don't. Now, okay, let me clarify this on why I say no, they don't.
Okay.
If you're looking from a certain point of view, TV time, yes, they have a good women's view compared to what AEW's done in the past with their women's. Absolutely, they're giving their women's time on there. Even their matches get time.
Yes.
Talent, hells yeah.
Okay.
They have a buttload of talent.
Exactly.
Over there. So yes, if you're looking from that point of view, yes. Tell me one other storyline for the women outside of Bayley and Sasha. What's going on?
So that would be that,
And you cannot, you can't count the constantly of Nia Jax putting Lana through a table as a storyline.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I was gonna go there.
Yeah,
I was trying to get around to it. Asuka.
Well, she. What build did they do for Sasha and Asuka for Survivor Series?
Oh, I'm sorry. I know that I have the card up in front of me. I didn't realize there was any that was actually a match.
Because champions should go against champions.
Oh yeah, it's Survivor Series.
They've done no build for that matchup. They did more build for Bayley and Sasha because they had Sasha and Bayley had a rematch. But unless they're going to do it tonight,
on 2 nights before,
2 nights before.
Of course, it would be WWE style to do it 2 nights before the pay-per-view.
Okay. We all love what they were doing with Sasha and Bayley this past year. It was great. It was a great payoff at the Cell. One of the best women's storylines they've ever done. But they don't have any other big storylines going on. Look at this. Okay. What was people's reaction after Sasha won the title and then Carmella returns?
Yeah.
And super kicks Sasha. Because they've been repackaging her.
Of course.
And now Sasha's next opponent is Carmella. Do we really think they're going to have Sasha drop the belt to Carmella?
No.
It's possible because she's blonde.
Yeah. But no.
Name out of all the women on the main roster currently. You can't use Becky, you can't use Charlotte because they're not active.
Okay.
Take away Bayley and take away Asuka. Who should drop the belt? Sasha drop the belt to?
Ruby Riott.
Who have they built up to?
Yeah, no one.
Exactly. Outside of everyone I just named, no one's built up to that.
Lana.
If you
Lacey Evans.
Look at it this way. Lana earned a women's title shot against Asuka a few weeks ago. And what was people's reaction to it? Ugh. And then she got put through a table again, the announce table again.
By Nia Jax.
After that matchup. And they keep doing that. Who they've built up that fans will say, as a successful would be believable. I'm not talking about who hardcore fans say should. Yes, Ruby Riott, definitely.
Yeah, Ruby in a heartbeat.
And I remember when she first came in, I didn't like Ruby Riott.
I know.
I didn't really like her look. I didn't like her character. She just felt bland in NXT. And then when she came to the main roster, she didn't really have a character because they didn't really let her speak or anything. But what they were doing with her was far more entertaining. And then we saw the match with Charlotte for the SmackDown. What was it? The not Elimination Chamber one.
I don't remember where
Whatever
that
the one
was.
is they go in between, and I can't remember. Anyway, but with that matchup, that was a good matchup.
Yeah.
And really sold me on Ruby Riott. So it's just like, they don't have a good women's division. Like I said, if you look through time, you look through talent, yes. But they do not build anyone who's not part of the Four Horsewomen or Asuka at the moment.
Yep.
And they're trying to build Carmella, but how long before Vince gets bored of her?
She'll just be another Lana, Lacey Evans, Mandy Rose.
I mean, come on. When last time she held the SmackDown Women's Championship and then dropped it to Charlotte, immediately after that, she turned babyface and was partnered with R-Truth.
Yep.
For a year.
I mean, that was actually kind of a good use,
and now they took her out. Once they got her away from him, they had to take her off TV so people would forget, so they could start running new packages for her.
I know,
but it's still Carmella.
It's still.
We all knew that she was
the woman who won the first women's Money in the Bank, except for the fact that she only won it once.
Yes.
I love the fact that she's the first woman to win the first women's Money in the Bank match twice, except for the fact that she only actually won it once.
Yep.
James Ellsworth won it the first time.
for her and gave it to her.
No, he won it the first time.
Oh, I know. No.
He
That's
then
what
gave her the briefcase.
that's what they were playing off. Like, no, he grabbed it for her.
Yeah, no.
No.
According to the rules, he won that match.
And
it was the second time a man ever won a women's Money in the Bank match or a women's ladder match.
no, it was the first time. Second time. It's not the first time a man has held the women's championship. Harvey Oswald dressed up as a woman in a mud match to win it, only to drop it back off to Kat.
I don't remember.
In the Attitude Era.
That was that is not a good time to look back at all.
But you just knew, we've talked about it when it happened, so I had to go on much more here, but like that was a joke by Vince and Bucktooth.
Kevin Dunn.
Kevin Dunn was like, thought, wouldn't it be funny if a man won the first women's? But we'll say Carmella won it. He won it for her.
But this is so funny.
It's so funny. And then the backlash happened.
Oh God,
they were not prepared for that, and they had to give a Money in the Bank away for free on SmackDown.
Yep.
To cover
like
it.
a week later.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, and then they said we're still gonna give it to Carmella because she was supposed to be the winner. It's like, but you could have just done that.
That you could have just had her climb the ladder and win it.
Yeah, you could have still had Ellsworth help her win it, but it was like pushing her up the ladder so she could just grab the briefcase.
Yeah.
And push people away. He didn't have to be the one to remove it to win the match.
Yeah.
Anyway, but there's no one there. Now you can say, well, NXT has a great women's division.
Yes, they do.
They have, again.
And I would stand by that statement.
If you look at it from a talent-wise, that's even better than the main roster.
Right.
If you look at it from...
And greener at the exact same time.
There are a lot more greener women on there because it is still development. But when you look at their top main stars that are constantly... Yeah. I think most of them are more talented than most of the women on the main roster.
Yeah.
You look from time, check. Stars, you got a few more main stars.
Yes.
But outside of Rhea Ripley, who should be the next person to take the belt off of Io Shirai?
Weird thing, Candice LeRae.
There's one. Name one more.
Shotzi Blackheart.
Nope, not ready enough.
Or Ember Moon.
Okay, take away from her because she's already held it.
Damn you! But
I'm looking for. I know my question, but like I'm looking at like people who've never held it, who are at that level, but people would accept as a champion.
Crap,
Because Shotzi, yes, they're building towards her, and she will someday. But I'm looking at that ready for right now. Who could take that belt off her?
Shit, if
outside of Candice,
if she hadn't jumped over to Retribution, I would have said Mia Yim.
Yep, but she's on the main roster.
Yeah,
her career's dead.
Yeah, exactly. Like her DOA.
Yep. They're gonna have to literally take her off TV for a very long time to any hopes.
Oh no! The best part is you can literally just move her back to NXT,
and you'll still
just go Mia Yim.
You still have to take her off TV for a while because fans are gonna remember. They'll be happy she's back down there.
No, I think she'll be greeted much better.
She'll be greeted because the fans will remember her and know what she's capable of.
Yeah.
But you still take her off TV for a little bit because you want that sour taste.
The Retributions. By the way, weird thing, Retribution won their second match.
Congrats. After being jobbed out consistently.
Yeah, I mean... They've only it's 2020. They've only been in the main roster for 6 years now.
Exactly.
According to 2020.
NXT, their women's division, they have a lot of talent, but not enough have been built up towards that women's. Like they could walk in and say, okay, if we need to take Io gets injured, who can we throw in a match that will be believable for the championship, worthy, and all that, and then a champion. Candice LeRae is the top person on there.
Candice
is right there because Rhea Ripley is not available because she's heading to the main roster.
Yes.
So who else? Who would be believable? You could put a bunch of these women in the matchup and be fine.
Oh yeah.
But believable. I know some people I would say Dakota Kai. I don't believe that anymore because their booking of Dakota Kai has failed them. The heel turn at last year's War Game was brilliant.
Yes.
And then they went with the typical scaredy cat heel mentality based on the attack that she did to Nixon Newell, but Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox, yes.
We saw a more aggressive Dakota Kai. And then we get the scaredy cat heel. Typical heel, cheating to win, that not the aggression, only in attacks. No.
Yeah.
The fans didn't want her to turn heel. But it was kind of like similar to the Becky heel turn. The more aggression, yes, we like that.
Yes.
If she remained aggressive as a heel,
It would have been great.
then I think the fans would have bought into the heel turn because she's being more aggressive, because that was the biggest thing why she wasn't originally part of the War Games, because
She wasn't aggressive enough.
she wasn't aggressive and Rhea Ripley didn't think she was reliable and everything. And then it felt like they're going to turn her here. She's going to be more aggressive, and she'll be the one to take the belt off of Rhea when she won it from Shayna. Mm-hmm. No, we got Charlotte, who her whole thing down there did nothing for anyone.
Except for Charlotte.
Except for Charlotte. NXT's women's division is in a better position
Yes.
than the main roster, and he has more recognizable stars and actual stars than, you got the 4 horsewomen, Asuka, and kind of Shayna. And then you have everyone else who's like, they're recognizable, but do we really want to see a belt on them?
It's so sad that from a company standpoint, they would, like, it lends itself to the idea that I know I've pointed out, maybe not directly, but within the WWE system, if it's not the main event,
Yep.
Who cares?
Yep. Or if we don't see
It's just interchangeable parts at this point.
if you don't see as your main event star, then
Just be thankful you're even here.
I almost, for the women's division on the main roster, would like to see them go back to the Divas days where everyone got a shot with the belt because they didn't care.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing, you have this within wrestling when you can't rely on the previous top stars.
Yeah.
Like, Charlotte's out, Becky's out.
Yep.
It's going to be a while before they're back.
Yep.
Yes, you've got Sasha and Bayley. Honestly, outside of their storyline, I really have no interest in them.
Anyone else?
Overall, because I don't, what is Becky? I mean, what is Bayley these days? She's kind of a Karen.
Perfect.
And
but another point was, where does we know where they're going with Sasha now. Where do you go with Bayley?
yeah, where do you go with Bayley?
Where do you go with Bayley? For that, who's going to be in challenge? Who do we care to see enough to rise up and put Bayley in her whiny, I lost, but I'm not done with you, but I'll get it back. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah,
and tell her to shut up.
The way you look at it is, you need to be able to have a multi-part setup.
Yep.
Because you have to pull Bayley and Sasha away from each other for a while.
Yeah.
That way, the next time they clash, you want to see it again.
Yeah.
And who are you going to have on a run with Bayley? Does it make sense for Lana? I don't know. It doesn't. Overall, there's nobody. There's no setup.
No one cares. We don't care who they face, because even if they do, we know Bayley's gonna win.
Right.
And all that.
And when in NXT, when they pulled apart, basically they not forced them apart, but diverged them storylines. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
There were people already in line.
Yep.
That you naturally went, well, if Johnny's not fighting with Tommaso, I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't be going after the North American title.
Yep.
And who's holding that right now? Oh, this guy.
Oh, by the way, Johnny failed in his attempt to pass his first offense.
Again.
Damian Priest kind of had an hand in that, but
well, but still.
But it made a new star because they gave it to a new guy,
who
they just signed, which is a great thing. But that's just a side note. I want to comment because we talked about it last week. But here's the thing: Arn Anderson put it best when it comes to a championship. The championship, there's two things: either the man makes the championship, or you're putting the belt on someone and the championship makes that man, so that to rise them up.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: on the main roster women's division, if you put those belts on any other of the women outside the ones we mentioned, you're going to tarnish the championship because no one's in a position
To either be elevated or to elevate it.
There's only one other person that I didn't mention, but kind of mentioned, but Shayna, who you could kind of still. Vince is trying to ruin her by not her lose all of her championship matches, and then now stuck her with Nia as the tag team. But she's not been ruined enough, and they've been used strong enough, those two, where you could use Shayna and it would still work.
Right.
But they're not going to because Vince.
Rhea Ripley when she comes up.
That's the only person I can actually think of. If you bring Rhea up, you put her on SmackDown and have her go against Bayley.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because that's the only person I would pay to see that. I would pay to see that matchup because Rhea Ripley's awesome. She's coming to the main roster. Now you have someone who's actually a star from NXT coming up to go against an actual big star who really stepped up her game last year.
Yep.
And helped carry the women's division overall when Becky and Charlotte took a hike.
Yes.
Took their balls and go. I'm sorry. That was Charlotte who took her boobs and went home.
Because they blew up. She had to collect them.
And then and Bayley and literally Becky
took some balls.
Becky went home because of balls.
Yes.
Not her own, but someone else's that got her pregnant.
Damn you, Seth. Damn you.
But they had to. I was worried that they weren't going to let Sasha and Bayley step up, and they're like, "Oh, we got." I think they after a few weeks they're like, "Oh, we don't got anything."
Yeah, we've ruined so many people here that we need you guys. We need you to do this one story.
Once Charlotte left and everything, they're like, once they came on to Charlotte, like, oh, she's gonna. What do we have? We don't have anything. And then Charlotte left. It's like they went like a week, and then there's like then they start putting Bayley and Sasha on every show, like Charlotte, which we thought was awesome because two people who were never ever really pushed, being oversaturated because they were. Let's be honest.
Yes. 3
shows every week, eventually would have been oversaturated, but because they never had been oversaturated before, we loved seeing them everywhere because we believed in them.
We were like, finally.
And they stepped up their game.
Yes.
And look at the feuds they had with her, those two with Asuka and
Dakota Kai?
No.
Io Shirai.
No. The other one, who's not there anymore. Kairi Sane.
Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry.
I was like,
Kairi, I'm so sorry that I forgot your name
because
you're so awesome, but like, it's been so long.
It's been a while.
It's been like 15 years since you left WWE, by the way.
Exactly.
We all know that. But like the feud that they had over the women's tag team, like making those belts feel relevant in a long time.
Yes.
And then helping that to elevate their eventual breakup. It's just, but now they don't have anything because now that storyline's over and they didn't plan for anything else.
Have you also noticed that almost every women's tag team gets broken up soon after they lose the titles?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so Sasha and Bayley, we knew that their storyline because of NXT was going to force them to break up and fight each other anyway. We knew that was going to happen.
You're not going far enough back.
They were the first champions.
Yes, and then they decided instead of giving them a long run that they thought they were going to have.
Oh yeah,
they broke them up because they wanted them in the singles division, and
you can have them in both.
They broke them up because of that, and then we had the
Iconics.
The Iconics. Because I was actually about to do it, but then you stole it from me, so I'm like,
it's
just the Iconics.
Iconics.
The Iconics.
The double Iconics.
The Iconics. I love that they won it. How they won it.
Same here.
But
they were the comedy group.
But the original plans for it got scrapped because Nikki's neck was in bad shape, and then they were going to they were looking to get pregnant.
Yep.
And all that. So they just retired. So they had really nothing to do for several months. And then Payne Royce went and got married, and she was off. And then they dropped the belts to Nikki and Alexa, who did a decent run with them.
Of course. Yes.
And then before dropping the belts to Kairi Sane and Asuka.
Yep.
And then they didn't do anything with the belts because Asuka was getting the championship opportunities.
Yes.
Not Kairi Sane, who deserved the title shot opportunities too. It would have made more sense to have like Kairi Sane. She got the first one against Becky.
Yeah.
Last year's TLC, and then Asuka got it at that to build to that again.
See,
But,
I knew there was something you could rant about this week.
exactly. I can rant about, but then you just look at it when they actually dropped the belts back. They dropped the belts back to Nikki and Alexa.
Yeah.
And then they dropped those. They dropped them to Bayley and Sasha. No. Did they?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I don't care at the moment.
But like
But yeah.
almost every one of these things, soon after they lose the titles, broken up
One of
or
them was
torn apart like the Iconics.
one was because her contract was up and she went back to Japan so she could be with her husband.
That's true. That's true.
Kairi Sane. I miss you, Kairi Sane. Please come back. And when I say come back, please come back to AEW.
But like Alexa and Nikki.
But
But that's not really them breaking up. It's more Alexa has joined the Fiend.
She let him in. And
Look, Ryan's gonna have something to say about that. Like,
get your head out of the gutter, bro.
I mean,
By the way, we finally got to see what their act is gonna look like in the ring finally.
finally.
And it's amazing. You're seeing a very aggressive Bliss, and then turning back around and being playful, like walking across the ring barricade, like, and all that. You can just see
wait.
Alexa Bliss is having so much fun right now.
Is Alexa Bliss literally using her gymnastics?
I don't know if they want to say that, but she's just walking around like being playful, like a child.
But like, remember when she first started coming out and she had that whole look how light and airy I can move and blah blah, like,
Because her gimmick was a cheerleader.
yeah, but you know, there is a lot of gymnastics in cheerleading.
Yes. Oh no, I'm not in that.
So I is she kind of
Well, no, she's just
tapping into that past of hers?
I think so, but she's playing up to that, like she's playing her character of the goofy version like Bray Wyatt
The Harley
does.
Quinn
But
to his Joker.
Yeah, but she's getting more aggressive, but then she's going playful, like, yeah, I'm walking on look at me, yay! And Bray's like, yeah, like, it's a fun act, which is great.
I mean, The Fiend is also a fun act.
Yeah, but again, like, so you kind of had so technically there's a kind of another storyline that we finally came after how long I've been ranting on this. We kind of realized the next story, a little bit of a storyline, is Nikki trying to save Alexa from the Fiend.
I don't think she should save her.
Neither do I.
I really that's gonna come to a head.
I want to see Nikki, let him in.
Yeah.
And return to the aggressive of Sanity Nikki again. Because that would be awesome. But she's the only one. She becomes the twisted one where her playfulness is still just a little too aggressive. That even they're just like, oh, that's a little too much.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of a little worried about
Right.
her.
Huh.
Her playfulness.
You don't have it together.
Her playfulness is aggression.
Yes. Yes.
So when she's being aggressive, she's even more aggressive. So that's something later. But that's the only other storyline. But there's not much there.
No.
So it's just like.
So
people saying, in conclusion, because
Yeah.
we'll move on.
You've had a great Tim rant.
I'm glad I had it.
It's been a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to rant this long, but I'm glad because I got a lot of stuff this out. But those of you saying that the WWE's women's division is the best women's division, no. Timing and talent, yes.
Yeah.
Because remember,
Most
WWE
screen time. Yeah.
is not NXT.
That's true.
If you want to include it because you're an NXT fan, because
It's a corporate WWE product.
Yeah. Even then, yes, they're better off at it, but they don't have as many talent. They have more, but not as many who could take up that women's title, and people be like, I'm on board for this title run.
Yeah.
So they don't have the best. Adam, who do you think would then have the best?
Stardom.
Well, yes, because
I mean, it's a women's only company.
we're talking about America here.
Okay, Impact.
Yeah.
Like, and oddly enough, they really, for me, were one of the few. I'm going back to when they were TNA.
Yeah.
They were one of the few that actually took quote unquote women's wrestling seriously before anyone was taking women's wrestling seriously
In the States.
and it's still I'm throwing air quotes around seriously at the beginning because it still had a very much a hey, it's the early 2000s, wink wink nudge nudge, TNA boys.
No, because
At the same time, the wrestling was very much a good.
The women's division didn't start until like, I believe 2007.
Okay, so it was the 2000s.
And most of but here's the funny thing is, when you look at TNA's women's division, you know what they had in common with AEW?
What?
Most of the talent were unknown.
Well, I mean, except for like.
Except for Gail Kim.
Well, Gail Kim, Mickie James.
Nope, she came in over later.
Tara.
Tara came in later.
Yeah, but see that's my.
I know, but when you look at their very beginning of the women's division,
it was like Gail Kim.
Gail Kim was the women's. There's no doubt in mind anyone knew that Gail Kim was not going to be the first women's division.
Impact has also had its time where it was the women's division was not good, and that's
Hogan
closer.
Bischoff?
No, it's actually even closer.
Oh yeah,
It was like 2016.
Well, no, I'm talking about because once Hogan came over, they diminished the knockout division.
It very quickly became, all right, ladies, shake your asses for the audience.
We brought in all these other men talent over here that we have to give your time to.
Yeah.
So they really diminished the women's division.
And then later on, once a lot of the legends had retired or moved back to WWE,
or went
like Gail Kim and Mickie James, and Tara went back to WWE. No, she didn't. It was just Mickie and Gail. And then Gail was just like, you know what? I'm quitting during the middle of she eliminates herself from the women's battle royale and just walks out.
Yep. Never
to return.
And she walked out of the building after that, too.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't just go to the back and say, okay, well, you told me I had to get out 30 seconds, I'm out.
No. She just walked.
And then came back to Impact. And that's when the women
retired.
That's when they started to help repair.
Yeah.
That. It took a while.
There was, I want to say it was 2016, a match for the women's title that was between two incredibly green women in the company.
Well, yeah, because the other thing is that they had to go back to is they started getting Mia Yim was over there.
Yes.
As Jade, who was still talented, but she was still early years. But they had to rebuild their division. But when you always in the last several years, they've gone back into really giving their women time on TV.
Exactly. And ODB was another good one.
Multiple storylines.
Of course.
There's many women on that show right now. You could go and say, here's the Knockouts Championship.
Exactly.
And you're fine.
Jordynne Grace. Why doesn't she have the Knockouts Championship yet? Come on, people.
She just lost it.
She should have it back already.
Deonna Purrazzo just won it back.
Jordynne Grace needs it again.
Oh, she just found her tag team partner for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Oh,
she did?
We don't know who it is, though.
Oh, for crying out loud.
But she was on the phone and oh, you will? Oh, great. So we know she has a partner.
I know. I'm waiting for the tweet as well.
Sorry, Adam. You're not going to be the new
oh my God, that's the number I blocked this afternoon because they tried to get a hold of me 4 times. Damn it!
Jordynne Grace was trying to get you.
I'm sorry, girl.
No, she wasn't calling about the knockouts being her tag partner. She wanted you to be her man.
No, she's married. And I am
I know.
not.
You don't want to deal with her man?
No. I am not challenging that person in any way.
So, but yeah, so like Impact has probably the better women's division.
Yes.
They have a lot of talent. WWE has better talent.
Yes.
Overall. But the time that they give them, the storylines they give them, and they may not have the best storylines, but they do give them multiple storylines.
Right.
And there's always someone you could say, we could put a belt on them if we had to.
Exactly.
And people would buy it. AEW finally did something with the women's division. My hope is low because they've teased us before.
I know.
But not like this before. They teased multiple storylines this past Dynamite.
Well, yeah, we've got the storylines between Thunder Rosa and
Britt Baker.
Well, and Britt Baker,
Well,
and Thunder Rosa, and
Nope, Serena Deebs was her opponent. She tried to get back the NWA Women's Championship.
Yeah.
She lost. Then Britt Baker attacked her, following up on the little Twitter spat.
Yep.
Ooh. CW, this is how you use social media for storylines.
Exactly.
And then you had backstage, I can't remember the new woman they just signed last week, who came out and interrupted and hinted at Shaq.
Yes. Oh God, I don't remember her name either.
I think it's Jade.
Between her and Brandy.
She attacked Brandy this past week and had Nia and Vicky holding people back to help her to break it up.
Yep.
And then you had the announcement of the once the show star, now the I can't remember what her Anna Jay's new tagline is.
Number 99.
Number 99 is ranked and getting an AEW Women's Championship shot next week on Dynamite.
Yes.
And it was against her match against Shida this past spring that got her signed.
Exactly.
It was her 6th or 7th match.
She is
ever.
She's green AF, and she got signed by AEW because they were like, "That's awesome."
They saw
something in her. Also, putting her with the Dark Order, greatest idea ever. Let's see her beat up Stu Grayson a lot more.
Yes, because like Shida, I just remember seeing.
And John Silver needs to be in more things.
Yeah, they're building that. Obviously,
I want an oversaturation of John Silver, just for a little while.
See, because Shida, who had the matchup with her, and when she got announced that she got signed, she was like really, really happy on Twitter that she got signed.
Yeah.
Which you knew like something had to go on during that matchup that impressed Shida. That impressed the people in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to find out that Shida was so impressed with her such a lack of experience in ring that she said you should sign her. We don't know that she did that.
No, but
that'd be awesome. Like, she's only had 7 matches, and I didn't care.
Like, I didn't carry her.
I wasn't carrying as much as I thought I was gonna have to carry her. She's still green, but sign her.
She's green, but we're not talking like, Mongo over there, okay? She is
3 years from now, she's gonna be your face of your company, of the women's division, if you sign her. And getting her, putting her with the Dark Order, great thing.
Beautiful thing.
Tay Conti. Oh, I can't. So
yes.
I was not impressed with Tay Conti in NXT. Part of it because she was still learning the craft.
Well, of course.
But what I've seen her do in AEW, shows me that they weren't using her to her extent.
For me, another standout of the AEW has probably the most potential.
Oh yes.
Of a women's division. I mean, we're going WWE, NXT, Impact, and AEW. AEW has like the most potential going on. Because for me, the standout that I'm just like, I can't wait for the day that you hold the belt and you refuse to let it go. And you let the sass all over the place. Big Swole.
Oh, yeah. Because she is green as fuck.
Yes. But, We got Anna Jay, who's green AF.
Yeah.
We got Big Swole, green AF.
I honestly think Anna Jay is actually probably less green than Big Swole.
I mean, it also might be like she's just naturally, it just clicks with her.
It's one of those, because sometimes you find a prodigy.
Oh, yeah.
In there.
Well, I mean, think about it. Those guys who are, who compete at an NFL level, but they're still in college.
Yeah.
It just came to them.
Yeah. They just like, something about this game.
Or a pro level, but they're still at, a 20-year-old.
Yeah. There's like something about it, like people, how they were taught, they were taught just right for their brain. Like their coaches, like figured out like, okay, this is this guy. And just said it in a way that they got it, not just got it, like it's like, oh, and they went like, I want you to do that. The coach said this because they wanted this, but because the way they coached them, they got this way over here.
Yeah.
Because they said it just right, they understood, and they took it to the next level.
Like, at this level, you should be hitting at you should be doing this at a 5 out of 10. Okay, because of the way that me as the coach worked, that I got a 9 out of 10 out of you, and that was ridiculous, and now scouts are here.
Yeah. Like, it's...
They want me to keep making more people like you. I don't know how I did it in the first place.
I think most coaches, when they find that person, like those prodigies...
They're just like,
even if they're not prodigies, but they get that star, they're like, I don't know how... Outside of, like, this is what I did routine, but I did this for everyone.
Yeah. It just worked better for this kid.
This kid just got it on his own. Like, somehow, the way his brain works and the way I said things computed in a way that he got not what I wanted, but 1,000 times what I wanted and was expecting. And Anna Jay could be that. I'm not even saying she's a prodigy. I'm just saying there's something, the potential there. Woo! Same with Big Swole once she stops being so clumsy in the ring, because she's clumsy in the ring.
I mean, outside
that's
of
part
that,
of her greenness.
Yeah.
Outside of just the rest, but she's just clumsy. I think she's trying to figure out her style.
Probably.
I just don't think she can. She's figured out her.
She's
style.
got her character.
Oh yeah, like the first time I saw her on Dark, I didn't really pay. I knew she was losing, but as soon as I saw her, I'm like, oh, she's got her character down.
Yeah.
She knows her character.
She understands this character.
She knows what she wants her character to be. And you see that in her promo for the AEW game, a swole body and a swole bod and a swole mind, and you're like, you can just see right there, that's her character.
Her sketches every once in a while on BTE, like she gets it.
You know, I mean, it's that, but I saw that. The really thing that overall sold her as a character to me, because she has her character down. She's just green. When she was arguing with Nia Jax at Double or Nothing from ringside, and just getting in her face, and you're like, oh,
Nia Jax?
Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose. From ringside, and she's like, and you can tell that she's completely like, I'm like, okay, she's got something here. Now she just gets her ring working line, and she's gonna be unstoppable.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, AEW has the best potential. And if they continue with what they're doing like this past week and actually develop these more storylines, and all that, they'll be in great shape. So, all right, that's the rant.
All right,
I got it there.
So we still got to talk a little bit about ladies for a moment.
Okay.
Zelina Vega has been fired from WWE. I'm sorry. She has been wished. She's been given the best wishes on her future endeavors from WWE.
You saved that until after my rant?
Yes, I did.
We're going for another 20 minutes here.
No.
But yes.
News broke last week after we recorded.
As all of these big stories always happen after we... I swear.
So sick of it.
The microphones that they have in here, we got to start charging for them.
We got to.
Because they do this on purpose.
Where's my money, yo?
They do this on purpose. They know we record when we record because they listen to it and you're like, we're going to drop some
we're going to drop news right tomorrow.
We even held off for today so we'd get the big news, and now that will probably drop tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be on Saturday instead.
Or Sunday because it's Survivor Series. But no, it dropped last Friday that they were releasing Zelina Vega, and...
Now, it did not work out in... actually in WWE's favor because the optics on this were horrible. At what, 420? Yeah, something like that. 4:30, Zelina Vega tweets out, "I support unionization." At 4:40, 10 minutes later, WWE wishes her luck on her future endeavors.
Yep.
Dude, it really looks like you fired her over this whole unionization thing.
Yep.
Which we've obviously seen you are not a fan of in any way.
And if the opposite is, it's not a good thing because it's illegal to fire someone who tries to unionize.
Yeah,
There's laws in place. We do know for a fact that's not the reason why.
no, it's because she had a fans only page.
Sort of. Okay, so we do. It goes back to the edict back in September. All
Yes.
third parties, you have to close down your Twitch, your
Or sign it over to us.
You have to sign it over to us.
So what's really been going on is a mass dumping of all of this third party stuff.
Yeah, and we know people no one was happy about it, but 2 people spoke out about it.
Yes.
Paige,
Uh-huh.
and then Zelina Vega, and she was gaming with her husband,
Yep.
Aleister Black, who was part of it, and then they closed that down because they like as being polite, but nothing said about she couldn't have a fans only page.
I mean, do you blame her?
And no, you pervs out there, it's not that kind of fans only page. It's for her cosplay.
Oh. Her cosplay. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I know. If you're a cosplay
Time
nut
to
like
go
us,
ahead and find that page.
it's for her cosplay. And
I don't
dude,
know if she could take over for Meg Turney for me. Meg is special.
I don't think she does it on a regular basis. You
Ah.
know who's another good cosplayer?
Who?
When she does cosplay?
Jessica Negri?
No. I'm talking about wrestlers here.
Oh.
AJ Lee.
Yeah.
When she cosplay, because she's a big... You think Liv Morgan's a nerd.
I love my Liv.
AJ Lee was the original nerd.
Yes, I know
Diva
that.
nerd. There. But yeah, she got that. And then that was the final straw. Because they said she's third party. She's saying, like, look, that's not part of your third parties. You said Twitch and Cameo. And all that. But the reason why she was doing that is because she was making more money on Twitch than her WWE guarantee.
I know.
And
oh, whatever.
And she's just like, they kept saying no, like all the
Well,
money that's
the
gonna
best part is she can now just do that again.
Yeah. Well, but my point was like this, like I'm assuming when she did the fans only, like she did that. I was like, oh wait, I'm gonna be able to stream, but I'm gonna have to stream through you, and I only get a cut of it, and it goes towards my guarantee, which is already fucking low when I was making more than that through this.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Exactly.
The best part is now she can get back on Twitch.
She's already back.
And Tommy can join
No,
her.
he can't.
Yes.
No, he can't.
Why can't he?
Because it'd be violation.
No.
I think it'd be because yes, it'd be
It
her.
shouldn't be.
They would use it against him.
Because as long as she's not calling him Aleister Black, she can call him Tommy.
No, remember.
Tommy.
Remember, WWE's contracts means they own your real name.
No, it doesn't.
I know it doesn't, but they're claiming
you
that.
own the character name.
But they're claiming they own your real name. Remember this. But anyway.
Oh, because they're going to be like, well, your entire body, we own your likeness. And I'm like, no, you're renting it from me.
Yeah. But anyway, but the thing is, she was back on Twitch Friday.
Nice.
Like, she got released and was immediately back on Twitch. And she was talking about it. If you haven't seen it, go find the clip where she literally breaks down over how she sees how many people follow her.
Oh, yeah.
She got 15,000 new subscribers in like 3 hours.
Wow.
People were just like there, and she's talking, and she's getting new ones. She's just like, oh my God, guys, like 15,000 new subscribers in just like 3 hours. Like, thank you so much. Like, you just see.
Oh, no, I know, I've heard, my friend
Yeah.
Brock, Channel Zero over on Twitch, and over on Trovo.
What is
Go
it
check
with
'em out.
you and your friends with using zero in their channel
I
names?
I don't know. His handle used to be Zero Impact because that's what he brought to the team play. Zero Impact. And now he's a full-time streamer.
Oh, good. Congratulations on him.
But he had a night where he jumped 400.
Damn.
And that was in an hour, and he freaked out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't blame him. I mean, for me, if there was a Sunday or a Tuesday night that I'm streaming, and suddenly I see, because by the way, Twitch, Zop Gaming, go check it out.
I plugged mine, but I don't remember what it is.
Yeah. No, I use mine.
I
If
don't. I use it once.
If I'm ever, if I ever see that suddenly jump past like 10,
Dude,
if I ever see the number of people watching my channel go above 5, I'm gonna have a little freak out.
dude, you're talking about the guy who on his first time streaming.
Yeah.
When I saw 2 people in my chat, I'm like, oh, I actually have 2 people watching me in my first stream. Wow. Okay, that's weird. And they couldn't hear me because my audio was fucked up. I had to reset things, and then I had an echo. And I stopped. And they told me this, and I had to fix it out. And then I got the echo, and I had to stop streaming. I actually got 1 follower that day, and I felt kind of good because my first stream, I got at least one. I got 1 subscribe.
I think I have 1 subscriber.
I was just like, okay, my first stream. Not going to get used to that because I know that's not going to happen on a regular basis starting out. But I still felt really good.
Yeah.
Especially when my audio fucked up. But still, you can just see the emotion of how heartfelt she seeing that. And she has said she's not done. She's not retired from wrestling.
No.
But she gets to write out her next 90 days. She gets paid for the next 90 days.
Yep.
To sit home and stream and make her even more money from that. But yes, the whole thing is bullshit.
Yeah.
And everyone can see for what it was. She violated the terms agreement, and they're using her as an example to everyone else.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone else who has who had a Twitch stream who dropped it, just so you know, this is your chance to get out of your fucking contract.
Just start streaming again.
And you want to start streaming again, and you get to keep all that money yourself. Even if you weren't making as much.
And don't use your WWE name.
You won't be able to because you'll get fired.
Right.
I mean, once you'll get fired, and then anyway, you won't be able to use it anyway.
Yeah.
But
it's too obvious. Just be like, look, you're saying that so-and-so can't stream. I can, under this name.
But no, just like, if you get fired, it gets you out of your contract.
Yeah.
And then you can go wherever you want to work.
And if enough of you are getting fired or terminated or wished well on your future endeavors, they're going to have to fix their system because they're going to start running out of talent.
The thing is, that's the thing. If enough of you start defiling the act, guess what happens? Yes, they may fire some of you. If enough of you do it, they're not going to fire everyone because they're going to start going,
It's the rule of they can't kill all of us.
Well, they can. And if they did, they're just going to shoot their own product.
It's just bad for them if they do it that way.
Because Vince could probably say, well, I have a whole developmental I can pull from.
Oh.
And yeah, hey, Vince, if you think that will work, guess what? You think your ratings are going down now?
Yeah. Dude.
You're gonna pull talent from NXT that you have and just bring them up one day, and it's only them on there. Your main roster of people who only watch your main roster. You think they're gonna pay attention to your thing?
No.
It'll be the first time you ever see Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, you'll see a jump initially, but then due to the standard main roster misuse of people.
Oh no! I guarantee they only had NXT people on there, no WWE whatsoever, and you're not doing an NXT invasion.
Okay.
I guarantee the main roster people are gonna be like, I don't know who these guys are.
Click. Let's go check out something else.
No one of the main roster for this show is on here. Click. You're gonna see the lowest ratings on both shows you've ever had, and I'm gonna take a gander. Raw potentially could hit below 1 million.
What?
If you did that. So you can't fire everyone. But yes, then we have to add in the fact that WWE decided to do a power play on Zelina. Actually, you know what? Because she's not Zelina anymore.
No.
She's Thea.
Yes, she is.
Her last name is Trinidad. I don't know. I think she used
Budgeon.
Thea.
Her last name is Budgeon now.
Her maiden name was Trinidad.
Yes.
I think she's going by Thea Trinidad on Twitch.
Probably.
Because that was one of her old ring names. So I'm just gonna call her Thea Trinidad.
I wonder if Tommy ever got called Budgie
Who knows?
because of his last name.
But they pulled a power play on Thea.
Probably kick me in the face if I ever said that to him.
I would love to see him give you a black mask to your face.
What's up, Budgie? Boom!
Your face would be—it's already messed up as it fucking is. It'd be even worse.
It's not that bad.
Sure.
My mom says I'm pretty.
Think that one through. Anyway. Oh God, your accuracy face makes your face even more horrible. Anyway, they paid.
No, that was my. I'm trying to hold in a poop.
Oh, yeah, God.
Okay.
Anyway, the power play they played on Thea is, she got a meeting with Vince McMahon.
Yes.
They brought her back. They brought her into the arena, waited a half hour, and then had her escorted out. Only later, once she was out, told her the meeting was canceled because Vince decided she didn't want to talk to.
Yeah.
Because he was pissed off that she
What
started
a
that.
douche move, brah.
So, yeah. She was at the arena when she was released.
Yep.
Left the arena, wanted a meeting with Vince McMahon to talk it out.
Was allowed to come back.
Got the meeting, but then was to cancel the meeting and removed her by security and escort out. If I was Tommy End, not Aleister Black.
Tommy Budgeon.
Tommy Budgeon is his real name. I'm gonna go by Tommy End because that was his indie name.
Oh, okay.
Tommy, I would be fucking furious with that.
Yeah. Okay, because we got to give him some advice. I mean, the real advice is write out your contract.
Yes.
Do be a yes man. Be like, I will do what you ask of me. Pull what John did. What Moxley did.
No, because Moxley lied.
No,
in the
but
end.
honestly, kind of just be like, I don't feel it anymore. At the end, be like, I'm gonna retire, and then immediately show up someplace else.
Well, that's lying. No. Pull an FTR.
Okay.
Say like, dude, we'll do whatever you want us to do. I mean, you do. I'll do. You tell me what you want me to do.
I'm just not resigning.
It's like, I'll do whatever you tell me to do, and I'll go out there and do it to the best of my ability. Every night I'm out, you have me on the card.
Yeah.
But I'm not resigning my contract.
Yeah.
And just don't do anything public.
Nope.
Don't say anything publicly.
Really? Yeah. Go the route of FTR.
First off, I would say, ask for your release. If they refuse to give you a release, then say, just so you know, I'm not re-signing a contract.
Yeah.
I will do whatever you want me to do. I will do your business. I'm not going to say something publicly. But I'm not re-signing.
Right.
So don't even bother bringing me a contract. And then just write it out.
Yep. I mean, personally, though, because sometimes I'm passive-aggressive and petty as fuck, give them a minimum wage level in attempt at doing your job. I want to see the worst and slowest black mass ever. Like, it's slow, and it doesn't connect at all.
With about 3 feet gap between you and the person's face.
Oh, we're doing the John Cena Undertaker big boot here. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna get it a little bit closer.
No, I want the John Cena Undertaker big boot.
Okay. Where the other person has to physically take a moment and go, "Do I sell this?"
Oh,
this and it has to be the finish of the match too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they look at it like, wait, he's supposed to hit that with me. Oh, he's not doing it again. He missed.
He's now staring at me.
Oh, he's not going to do it again.
I gotta sell it.
He throws himself on the ground. And even
spin around and fall down.
You even hear them do the whole.
Yeah, they do the slap. Even better, it's slow. So like they try to time it, and they still they're like, way too much. Like the moment you hear the slap, Tommy, stop.
Yeah.
I know you can hold that leg out there for a while. Stop. Rewind it for a second. and then do it again.
A little it's getting
And
slow.
slower.
And then
Or just stop and put your foot back down and be like, all right, you going to sell that now?
he's like, oh, he's not doing it again. And then when as the commentary team is like, that's how powerful the Black Mass is. A delayed, he hits it in a delayed a hit. It sends him flying. And
Just lean over the ropes
like,
and
shut up, Cole.
yeah, shut up, Cole. Vince McMahon screaming in your ear is the worst thing for all of professional wrestling. Not sports entertainment, professional wrestling.
No. Sports entertainment and professional wrestling. I went both. Even though they only existed in one location.
Yeah, exactly. But, that's me just being like, look, just get yourself fired for doing the least and worst job while keeping everyone around you safe, because that's the big thing about this sport.
No. If you're gonna do the pettiness, Alistair, it. I would prefer you to do it my way. I want to see your interpretation of Orange Cassidy's character.
Oh,
but do it like
hands in the pocket, bro.
Kind of do it like that. Like I want to see you take that kind of laziness attitude.
Oh God, and do everything.
But do it how you would do it.
Yeah.
And see that, because I'd love to see him his half-hearted Black Mass. It's like he connects with you, but he just lightly touches you.
It brushes your kneecap.
Yeah, it brushes your
the chest. Just
the tip of the toe just brushes the chest.
Right. I have to sell this. Oh God. Why do they do this to me? But yes, that's exactly what we do for you, Tommy. And Zelina, seriously, good luck.
Yeah.
In 90 days, we'll see where you're going to end up.
Which will be in the middle of February.
So who knows where you're going to be?
Maybe
Impact.
A show up in AEW.
I mean, maybe.
In time for Revolution.
Maybe.
I think some people are assuming she would kind of go back to Impact. She has that history there.
Yeah.
I personally, if travel is available, go to Japan.
Yeah. So time to move on.
We got how fast do we got to do these predictions?
About 15 minutes.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
We'll probably have them done in 5.
Oh, and we got like 7 technically matches.
It's Raw versus SmackDown for Survivor Series.
I mean, on the pre-show. So yes, we're doing the predictions for Zop Gaming. Does predictions for WWE Survivor Series 2020.
Not that we fucking care.
I know. Because whatever.
Adam's defending his predictions championship.
I don't know if I want to put it on the line for this show because, meh.
You know what? Here's what we'll do. Because I don't want to win it for this championship.
Okay. All right.
Here's what we're going to do. First time ever. Something we can actually say for Zop Gaming predictions.
Oh my God. Yes.
First time ever. I have to win here to get an opportunity to challenge you in the future for the predictions championship.
War Games?
Yes.
Okay, because that's the 6th. That's like next week. We're doing those predictions.
Yeah.
All right. And I think Super Juniors is right around the corner as well.
And so as well as Tag League. There's a Tag League going on.
Yeah, that's going on right now. But I think the big show for Super Junior.
Well, we may do that.
The J Cup.
We may do that. It's the Super Juniors.
Super Juniors.
We might do that show.
Okay.
We'll see what we have for the show that week.
Yeah.
But yes. So
you know what? No. Because it's late November, if you win this week, you get a shot at the championship at Wrestle Kingdom 15.
I don't want to wait until Wrestle Kingdom 15. I want to.
Do we really even care about NXT War Games as well?
Actually, I still care about NXT takeovers.
All right.
I just don't care about NXT as much anymore. But I still enjoy most of their takeovers.
Okay.
And it's War Games. They haven't put a bad War Games on yet.
That's true. That's true.
And like every year, Undisputed Era's in.
I know. Anyway, let's get on to Survivor Series. So on the pre-show is the dual brand battle royale. No one's been announced for it yet, so it's just not being counted.
Yeah, we don't. It's the pre-show. Remember, was it last year or the year before that when the pre-show just stopped counting because SmackDown won and they weren't supposed to?
Yes. Yes, they won, but it wasn't counted because it was on the pre-show.
Because they ruined what they wanted to do with Raw.
Yeah,
Which
Raw was supposed to win everything. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, and the whole point of that, the Raw won everything. I'm still waiting for the reason why they went that.
There's still
reason why.
no reason. All right, so let's get on to it. We've got the men's Survivor Series.
Wait.
What?
We forgot to mention.
We're at like under 10 minets now.
Hold on. We forgot to mention what the winners of this brand warfare gets.
Nothing.
They get bragging rights.
That's a terrible pay-per-view as well.
I know.
So we've got the men's Survivor Series elimination match. Team Raw, AJ Styles, Keith Lee, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Riddle. Matt Riddle versus SmackDown, Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, King Corbin. It's Baron Corbin.
No, he's still king.
He's still king. Okay.
Yeah. You know, it's been over a year since he won the King of the Ring.
Seth Rollins and To Be Determined.
Because we're gonna get that tonight's show, which the rumor is Big E, but since it's the Undertaker's,
it should have been Team Undertaker.
Yes.
Taking on, I mean, it would have been great if Raw brought in to coach their team was Austin.
No. What it should have been Team Undertaker versus Team Kane.
See, that would have been cool too. Red versus blue / maybe purple.
Yeah. Bluish purple.
Who's winning? SmackDown or Raw? Yeah.
Who won? Oh, NXT won last year.
Yes, NXT won almost everything last year.
SmackDown.
And NXT isn't even here this year.
Because Vince doesn't care anymore.
SmackDown because of To Be Determined?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I'm going with SmackDown.
I'm going to go with SmackDown as well. Because To Be Determined.
Yeah.
Could be The Undertaker. Who just decides to tombstone
stand.
everyone. Stares at all of Raw. All of them just lay down in front of him.
All he does in the matchup is stand on the apron. And when he comes in, he just chokeslams everyone. He never actually even
tags back.
No, he
never gets tagged in.
He just runs in and beats everyone up.
Yeah,
he hits the tombstone on the final person.
He never gets actually tagged. Okay, anyway. So now the women's 5-on-5. Yes, right. Yeah, the women's Team Raw. It's Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Lana, Lacey Evans, and Peyton Royce versus SmackDown. Bianca Belair, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and 2 To Be Determined members. Yes, here's where I go first, and I'm going with Team SmackDown because Team Raw is going to fall apart, and Nia Jax is going to put Lana through a table, eliminating Lana from the match. That's actually going to be how she gets eliminated.
Oh, yeah. So, I think it would be even better, though. Team Raw wins, Lana comes down, and Nia puts her through the table.
Just puts her through a table anyway.
The whole reason why Team Raw wins because Lana distracted the person, and Nia gets the win.
Distraction really was Lana getting put through the table by Nia Jax.
No. Like Lana distracts the person, allowing Nia to get the win, and her thanks to Lana is, "I'm not gonna put you through the announce table anymore." Then puts her through the announce table anyway.
No, Shayna Baszler sets up a different table.
Yeah,
and he's like, "See, I didn't." Lana turns around and there's the table behind her. And Nia's like, it's not an announce table. Puts her through the table.
I'm going to go Raw.
Okay.
Because they've been building that whole thing that Team Raw is going to fall apart with that. I think they're going to tease it, but then they're going to get the victory.
Are you keeping track of anything? Because I'm not.
No. I'm just going to declare victory on
I'm doing it on Twitter. Adam has already won Survivor Series. I tweeted about it. It's true. All right. Next up, we have champion versus champion singles match. It's Bobby Lashley, the United States champion, taking on Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental champion. Is this a payoff finally of their previous feud?
The bad Bobby Lashley sisters?
Yes.
Probably not.
Oh my God. I would love for this to be the payoff to that.
This is going to be Bobby Lashley, because there's no Sammy got to win last pay-per-view. They're not going to do 2 in a row, and they're definitely not going to do it over Bobby Lashley. I know I would love because
Bobby's going to get the win, but it's going to be Sammy getting DQ'd.
Maybe, who knows? But they're not going to get the win to
Sammy's going to do a swift kick to the sack. or an uppercut to the sack,
Yeah.
or something to the sack, a sledgehammer to the sack.
Honestly, I'd be surprised this thing actually lasts more than 30
It's
seconds.
gonna be, yeah.
I can just see him getting put in the master lock, full Nelson.
Yeah.
And he gives up
And
immediately,
just swings him around for a while.
and it's over.
All right. Next up is the
Wait.
tag team match.
Wait. So you're going with Bobby Lashley too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next up is the tag team match. New Day versus Street Profits.
This is actually a good matchup, honestly, because they literally switched championship belts.
Yes.
When they got drafted, and Big E has been hounding the Street Profits on SmackDown about how they're gonna get some big old L's on Survivor Series. Some people are predicting the Street Profits are gonna turn heel.
On the heel New Day?
Are
there going to be more heel? The New Day are heels.
No, they're not. Not anymore.
I know.
No, when they originally were, yes, they were very heel.
I'm so glad that Xavier Woods is back.
But you know what I think would happen? It's going to more likely happen. They let New Day have that little special Bond thing. This is where Big E turns heel.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with Street Profits.
I'm going with New Day.
I think New Day will probably get the win overall. I'm picking Street Profits.
Yeah.
Because they just broke them up and they give the New Day that win. But I think in the long term, if you actually are gonna try to do something long term here, not story wise, but just like for career wise, giving the Street Profits a clean win here over the New Day does more for Street Profits than the New Day getting a win.
Oh yeah, it totally does. But
So
all right, next up, women's match: champion versus champion, Asuka versus Sasha Banks. Excuse me.
So
Asuka.
So it's a rematch between the Royal Rumble from a few years ago.
I know.
Oh, I'm so glad. This is like the only other matchup on the card I actually care about. But they've done no build to it. But you know what? It's Sasha versus Asuka. No build needed. No, and just so you know, anyone who's still listening, this does not disvalidate my claims in my rant earlier.
Okay. All right.
But
Jeez.
still,
yeah.
I'm going with Asuka. Bayley's going to cost Asuka. Bayley.
Okay.
Because no titles are on the line. So
No.
I can see Bayley costing Sasha.
And the probably main event of the evening, the Raw WWE Champion versus the Universal Champion, Drew McIntyre taking on Roman, the big dog, Roman Reigns.
You get that entire thing wrong there.
I'm sorry, what?
First off, it's the new WWE Champion, Drew
Oh my
McIntyre.
God. Seriously, they didn't need to put it on Randy Orton whatsoever.
I think what happened was, I literally think what happened is when Drew went to SmackDown last week and ended that whole thing with Jay Uso and Roman.
Yeah.
The buzz it got online of seen those two show down.
Yeah.
Vince was like, oh my God. People were like wanting that because it was talking about possibly doing that at building that towards WrestleMania. Vince was like, that's our new main event for Survivor Series, and that's why they put the belt back on Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
And anyway, so you got that part wrong. You also got Roman, the Universal Champion, the Chief.
Oh, sorry.
Roman Reigns.
Hold on, let me redo that again. The Universal Champion, the big dog, Roman, the Chief Reigns.
You can't call him the big dog because he doesn't go by the big dog anymore. He's the Chief.
He will always be the big dog.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will. Honestly, it's gonna be Drew McIntyre.
I'm going with Roman Reigns at this one.
It's the Claymore.
I think it's gonna be a good matchup. I just don't think they're going to have Roman lose.
I know.
So you're going with Drew though?
Drew McIntyre.
That's
my terrible Scottish accent.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let us know down in the comment section what you thought of our predictions and how long did it take us to do that.
Oh, sorry, Tim. I'm just getting some news in right now. The men's to be determined I'm seeing it here. I just got the update. It's Owen Hart.
Oh, God.
Actually, no, it's Otis.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, and it's... Otis.
It's better than what you were originally going to go with. You were going to say.
What? It's... I mean, the surprise would be phenomenal of Chris Benoit's music hits.
Oh, God.
And Owen Hart comes out in a Chris Benoit mask to remove it. As he has one hat, he looks like Piper. One half of him black, one half of him white.
Oh, God.
And this actually, he comes out, he's going to be the special guest referee between Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. McIntyre on the white side and Roman on the black side. I've just offended everyone with that statement.
Well,
let's wrap up the show here.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, the fans who were fans of this show.
I also, another update. I'm really, you know what, Tim? Let's wrap the show up, and then you can start with your jokes.
Just so you know, I mean, I know you claimed victory already on Twitter, but it doesn't really mean anything because I already won because you forfeited for all predictions for the rest of the show, the rest of the year.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's why you can't challenge me until WrestleMania 15.
No. So I won. I automatically win at Survivor Series. I regained the title at War Games. And then I defended you when you at Wrestle Kingdom. I won it back at our last pay-per-view because you forfeited that one too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, let's note down. How long did it take us to actually do the predictions?
Just over 10 minutes.
Sure it did.
Yeah, it actually did.
You can't count the part where I was actually going on about stuff before we actually started predictions.
No.
Oh, it took 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, let us know in the comments what you thought of our predictions. Let us know your thoughts on the women's division. And that's the AEW. The WWE had the best women's division.
Yeah, who's got it? Tell us.
Let us know if you agree or disagree with me. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
Wow, dude.
Like I said, if you're arguing from the talent or time on TV time, then you're right. If you're arguing from stars and who can win a championship next, you're wrong. So let us know down in the comment section. You made it to the end of the video, so give us a thumbs up. Why wouldn't you? You've listened for over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So give us a thumbs up. I'm just going to stay here until you give us a thumbs up. Okay, you gave us a thumbs up.
Thank you.
I didn't rest my threats of staying here and just continue talking with that
I know.
much. Because my next threat was going to be you talking.
Well, yeah.
You talking and then a picture of your face on there. That would have been more than enough.
Just wrap up the show.
Since you're going to give us a thumbs up, go and hit that subscribe button.
Ding.
Ring that bell.
Ding. Ding.
Make sure you turn on all notifications so you know when all other Zop Gaming content go live.
And thank you for watching.
Watching, is that the right word?
Listening?
Do you actually think they were listening or just they forgot it was on?
Hey, thank you for pressing play.
There you go. Thank you for pressing play. Then getting offended by Adam's comments.
Yeah.
I don't know if you never apologize for that.
No, we don't.
Anyway,
Ha-ha.
This is insert get bent your face joke here.
Dude, only response, haha, fuck you.
Now,
yeah.
My 200 jokes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready for this, Adam?
Yep, go right ahead.
So, joke number 1. A priest and a rabbi